Hello everybody, good morning. It's Holly here from I Go Yoga and I'm so excited to be with you this morning. So I have a question for you today as always. Do you find it hard to love and accept yourself as you are? Or do you feel unworthy of receiving love? If so, then I want you to stay tuned because we're in for a very exciting talk that will hopefully give you some value, some insight on how to take yourself and your love to the next level. So if you don't know me, I'm Holly and I help people to live life with less stress and more joy. That is my mantra for this year, using yoga, meditation and mindful guidance. And today we're going to be talking about how you can start loving yourself again unconditionally, even if you feel like you struggle to love yourself or you've struggled to love others in the past. So right now we have a guided meditation with a beautiful group of people, some very familiar faces I have with me today. And we thought that we would go live for the first part of the session. And it's just to give you guys on the outside a bit of an insight as to what you can expect from one of our yoga and meditation practices. And that way then, if you think, wow, I want to join, I want to be part of the community, I've got a great community, then please head over to igowithholly.com and you can find our full schedule, our timetable for next week, and maybe you can pick a class that will suit your individual needs. We have something for everybody, and these are all live online classes that you do from the comfort of your own home as well. So once we've had this topic, this discussion today, we will say goodbye to you guys, and then with our private group we will head into some breathing, some chanting, and we'll head over to our yoga mat and do a nice yoga practice today. Very simple, very gentle, and easy to integrate into your life. And then we will go into a guided meditation practice, which I'm really excited about today. So again, if you're watching this live on Facebook or you're watching the recording back and you think, I want to be part of that community, I want to jump on those live online classes, head over to igowithholly.com and you will get all of the information that you need there. So I hope you're watching. If you are watching, give me some likes, give me some shares, give me some love, let me know who's watching, give me some waves. And so today I'm really excited because once again, we're going to be talking about how you can start loving yourself again, even if you struggle to love yourself or love other people in the past. Oh my goodness, something that I've definitely struggled with myself. So here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn why you've struggled to love yourself unconditionally, why you've been struggling to show others love, and then we're going to be talking about what areas you need to focus on so you can begin to love yourself again and others unconditionally. And then we're going to be going into how you can open your heart, really open your heart to begin to receive an abundance of love that is readily available to you at all times. So once again, if you want to be part of this session, you can still grab the recording by just going to igowithholly.com. So today we're going to be specifically talking about the heart chakra. I don't know if you guys have been joining me over the last few Saturdays. We've been working our way up and ascending through the chakra system. We started with the root chakra, which was all around safety and security, the earth energy, matter, all solid things. Then we ascended up into the sacral chakra, which was all about water, emotions and movement. And we agreed that when we put the earth, say we have two sticks, two solid things, and we rub them together and create movement, that creates a spark of energy, which allows us to transcend upward into the solar plexus. The solar plexus is the fire, the willpower, the courage, the ability to go out and action all that you want to achieve in the world. And now we move up even further into the heart chakra. The heart chakra is the bridge that bridges the inner and outer world, the spirit and matter. And we must be able to cross this bridge if we want to ascend into the higher realms, into the higher chakras, if we want to increase our consciousness further. So today we are talking about the heart chakra, and the heart is really the center of love, and it resonates the color green. So I have my green harems on, I have my green jade on today. So you might want to go and grab something that means something special to you, just to help guide you through this next few minutes. So the heart chakra is the element of air, and the lungs are like the heart's branches. And when we breathe in that air, we can really cleanse and we can heal the heart. So why do we struggle? Why do so many of us struggle to love when that's all of us crave? We all want more love in our life, and we can probably all agree that we probably haven't got enough love in our lives. So when we're born into this world, we always have to start at the beginning. We are born with unconditional love. It doesn't matter what anybody does to us. How many times our parents tell us off, we'll always love them unconditionally. It doesn't matter how we were treated as a child, whether you were neglected or abused, you would always still love the person that was taking care of you. We were wide open. We would always forgive, never hold on to anything. We would always be able to let go. And our love was without limits. It really was. It was unbound. But due to, as we start to get older, due to repetition of being neglected and being abandoned over and over again, some of us have really gone through some extreme emotional, mental abuse. Maybe we've had shaming in our life where our parents have pointed the finger and put us down. Over time, that starts to affect us, mentally, physically, emotionally, and it starts to weigh heavy in the heart. And we tend to then start to put layers up to protect ourselves, to protect ourselves from all of the external stimuli that's attacking us. And so when we grow up and we enter the big wide world, we start to develop our conscious faculties, and we start to interact and build relationships with others. And it is through those relationships that we come to rely on people. We come to depend on others, only to be let down. Many of us wear our heart on our sleeve when we're teens and we go out into the world and we fall in love. I remember that feeling. You fell in love for the first time, and you show your vulnerability. You show that vulnerable side of yourself, and then your heart gets broken. Or maybe you put all your trust into a friend, somebody that, has been there for you, and then all of a sudden they're not there anymore. All of these experiences that we have in our life really affect our heart chakra, and they affect our ability to be able to love ourselves and love others. Maybe somebody promises you something in your life, or in your childhood, they promised they would take you somewhere or get you something or do something for you, and they didn't follow through. This all massively affects us when we are promised something and the end of the bargain is not fulfilled. So what we do is we close ourselves off. We close our heart off, and that's to protect ourselves. We build up those emotional layers around the heart space because we fear that we're going to be hurt again. So we take all of the past experiences into the future, and we go then from selfless, from open heart, to selfish. We close ourselves off. But we can all admit, if we all dig deep down, we are all craving love. That is the very essence of life, isn't it? Love. However, so many of us fear betrayal. We fear being let down. So we're either selfish, where we love people unconditionally. Have you ever heard anybody say, or yourself say, I will love you when you do this. I only love you if. I will love you when. And we put these conditions on those people around us, and when they break that trust, we walk away. And then we start to do that to our children. We put conditions on our children. I've even found myself doing that to my daughter as well. We do it so naturally. And, when we encase our heart in these chains, when we hold ourselves back, what we're doing is we are withholding ourselves emotionally. We fear to let people in, and we become very judgmental of the world. We see other people as somewhat separate from ourselves. So we can go to that extreme where we're selfish, where we're putting conditions on our love, and we don't like to trust people, we don't like to let people in. Or we become selfless, where we give all of ourselves to others. We give too much, we love too much. It is possible to love too much when you're not giving to yourself. You know, that can be very, very detrimental. Giving everything of yourself away, ignoring your own needs. You know, I've seen this in so many of the people that I've worked with on a one-to-one basis. You know, they come along and they depend so heavily on their partner to be there for them, to support them. And then the day that their partner leaves, or something happens, or they're taken from them for whatever reason, you know, they feel lost. They feel broken. And it takes a very long time for them to be able to heal themselves. So it is very important that we don't want to be selfish, and we don't want to be selfless, giving too much of ourselves to others. But we want to find ourselves somewhere in the middle of all that. And that balance in the middle is to become self-full. Before you can really truly love another being, love another person, you must at first love yourself. You must fill yourself up first on all that you need. And this will enable you to really, truly give love to the world wholeheartedly, you know, without any fear of rejection, without any fear of being let down. So love starts by loving yourself. So how do you love yourself? Well, it is important that you're able to go back to your past experiences and see those experiences as life lessons, to be able to go back and to accept what happened in your life, to be able to acknowledge what happened in your life, in your past, to be able to forgive yourself for maybe your behavior, maybe your actions, maybe some of the decisions that you made which didn't quite take you down the road that you wanted to go down. It is to be able to surrender and let go. And when you can do that, you can actively let go of all of the hurt that you've been carrying, that's been weighing heavy on your heart. And this process is really about loving and accepting not only all the good aspects of yourself, but also loving, accepting the dark aspects of yourself, you know, because we all have a light and a dark side, and we have to love both of those sides. But what most of us do is we reject that side of us. We reject the part of ourselves that doesn't quite fit in socially with other people. We reject, you know, one of the biggest part of us, the deepest reservoirs of ourselves. So loving yourself and feeling yourself is accepting yourself wholeheartedly as you are. And you can do this using yoga and meditation and mindful living as well. So when you sit down and you close your eyes and you find that quiet space to meditate, you will go on a journey inward, and that journey will bring up all of the thoughts, all of the emotions, all of the energies that have been stirring within you that go back to those earliest memories, and you can actually look at them objectively and be able to accept them and find the lesson in those experiences for you to grow. And that will give you the strength to be able to let go and surrender. When you step onto your mat, your yoga mat, and you flow and move and open your heart, you release some of that trapped energy that you've been storing. Especially when we start to open up the heart chakra, we're opening up the upper part of the body, the shoulders, we're sinking deeper into the back, we're opening the heart, and we're releasing all of that stagnant energy that we've been holding on to. We're stimulating the heart chakra. That's what we want to do. And actually, when you can focus on the color green, when you can focus your energy specifically on the heart space, you will feel your heart opening. It's wonderful. So when you love yourself fully, when you fill yourself up, then you can fill other people up. yeah, then you can really help other people at the highest level. You can love and wear your heart on your sleeve, because it doesn't matter how many times you get hurt, because you will always have yourself to come back to. Because there is nobody who see things the way you see things. There is nobody who's gonna have your back the way you have your back. And so it is important that you come back to loving yourself first before you have any love to give to anybody else. And when you do that, you will realize that your love has no boundaries. You will realize that those people that maybe you've been judging are a part of you. We are all one here. There is no separation. And even if maybe in the past you felt like you've hated somebody, you've hated someone at the gut level, and, you wish bad on that person. And we've all been there at some point in our life. We've all been hurt by somebody. But it's to recognize that even hate is a form of love. It is a form of love. When you are thinking about somebody, obsessing over somebody, that is still a form of love. The opposite to love is not hate, it's fear. So when you love yourself, you will be able to move back to a state of peace and harmony. And that's what meditation really does. That's why I love meditation. And you will never depend on anybody else to give you the love that you know that you deserve. So every time you get hurt, it's not like you're gonna, I've worked with women in the past who, they've been in a relationship with a guy and they've hurt them or they've cheated on them, and now they taught every man, I'm sorry guys, with the same brush. I can't trust men, all men cheat, all men tell lies, they're not honest. And they carry that energy, that feeling around with them, and then it affects the way that their life unfolds. It affects their ability to tap into that abundance of love that is readily available to them. Hello to everybody that's joining us. So what love does, when you start to open your heart chakra, it allows you to just fully accept people as they are. It allows you to be compassionate, to know that somebody may be hurting or projecting their pain onto you because they themselves have been hurt in the past. They themselves are going through something that we just simply cannot understand. And when you can come from that place of compassion, you can forgive and you can love unconditionally regardless. Or if you feel like you cannot love unconditionally, then you can certainly walk away with love and love from a distance instead. So, when we love ourselves, we can then start to extend that out beyond our own relationships. And maybe when you're walking down the street and you see somebody in need, maybe you can reach out a helping hand, because the more you are able to give love, the more you receive that love back in abundance. You really do. And that is because of the law of cause and effect. When you give, you receive. What you put out there will almost certainly come back to you. So open your heart today. Open your heart. Be open and willing to receive love. Let go of the shackles that are holding you hostage to the past. Open yourself up. Wear your heart on your sleeve. It doesn't matter how many times you get hurt, because as long as you love yourself, you will always come back to your true center. So I hope that's helped you. I hope that's given you value. I hope that's given you some insight. I hope that has helped you to increase your self-esteem and know that you are worthy of receiving love in your life. So now we're going to be going into our breathing technique for today's session. We're going to be following through with a mantra, and then we'll be stepping onto our mat and practicing a nice heart opening yoga flow, which is going to help us to become more self-full. So I hope you guys have got value if you're watching on Facebook Live today, or you're watching this recording back. And just remember, if you want to give yourself, you know, fill yourself up, then maybe, just maybe, you'd like to join us for some live online yoga and meditation sessions. If you do, just simply head over to igowithholly.com and you can see our full timetable there. But otherwise, I hope you have a bright and wonderful day, and I hope to see you guys sometime very soon. Thank you so much. Goodbye.